Have you ever wanted to make your computer do what you want? Build games, bots, or even websites? Python is one of the easiest ways to get started. In this video, you'll write your first Python program in under 5 minutes, and if you stick around until the end, I'll give you a challenge to test your understanding of everything we covered. Before we write our 5-minute program, we need to understand what Python actually is. Python is a high-level, beginner-friendly programming language that's widely used in web development, artificial intelligence, data science, automation, and a lot more. One of the reasons why Python is so popular is because it's designed to be easy to read and write, even if you've never programmed before. It also has a huge community, which means tons of tutorials and help are available, and it's cross-platform, meaning it works on both Windows, macOS, and Linux. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get set up so we can write our first program. I recommend installing Python 3 from the official Python website. If you're on Linux, you can also install Python directly through your terminal. I'll show both the website and the install command on screen. Feel free to pause the video while you install Python. Once Python is installed, let's make sure that we're running the correct version. Open your terminal and type python --version. If the output shows version 3.0 or higher, you're good to go. Next, we need a text editor. I recommend Visual Studio Code for beginners, but you can use any editor you like. If you don't want to install anything, you can also use an online editor like Google Colab. Pause the video here if you need time to get your editor set up. Now for the fun part. In your text editor, create a new file called firstprogram.py. The .py extension tells your computer that this is a Python file. Inside the file, write the following line: print hello world. That's it, you just wrote your first Python program. Now it's time to run the program. If you're using Visual Studio Code, open a terminal by clicking Terminal, New Terminal at the top. Make sure you're in the same folder as your Python file. Then run python firstprogram.py. You just printed hello world to the console. Congratulations, you're officially a Python programmer. Let's slow down and understand what just happened. What is print? Print is a built-in Python function. Functions are tools that can perform actions, and print lets us display values in the console. We'll use print a lot throughout this series. Now we'll talk about strings, but what is a string? A string is text wrapped in quotation marks. For example, "My name is John" is a sentence that can be wrapped in quotation marks. You can use single or double quotes, both work. Time for some quick practice. Create another print statement that introduces yourself. For example, print "My name is John." Pause the video and try it. Nice, you just wrote another Python statement. Now let's talk about variables. Think of variables as labeled boxes that store information. Let's create one. I'm going to call this variable var, and I'm going to set it equal to 10. Here's what's happening. Var is the name of the variable, the equal sign is called an assignment operator, and 10 is the integer value. Now let's print var. If everything worked, the console should show 10. Let's change the value of var. We're going to set var equal to 5, and then we're going to print var. Now it prints 5. Variables can change, and that's incredibly powerful. For example, in a video game, you might store a character's health or score in a variable and update it over time. Here's a mini challenge for you. Pause the video and create variables for your favorite foods. Print them individually, then try printing them together. Experiment and see what happens. Next, let's learn how to get information from the user using the input function. Here's an example. What's happening here? Input pauses the program and waits for the user to type. The value is then used inside the print function. If the variable changes, the output changes too. Play around with this and see how variables and functions interact. Let's recap what you learned in this video. How to install Python, what .py files are, how to use the print function, what strings are, how variables work, and how to collect user input with the input function. In the next video, we'll learn about conditions and decisions, how to make Python think for itself. Here's a final challenge. Create a mini program that asks for the user's name, asks for their age, and prints a full message using both. That's it for this tutorial, thanks for watching, and if this video helped you, please leave a comment telling me your favorite concept so far. I'll do my best to answer your questions. This has been John from CodeMason, see you in the next one.